And I'm supposed to wear the mask? I'm supposed to wear the mask. Right, because people are walking by and they're talking to me, so I'm supposed to wear the mask. Hi! Hi! Hello. Live for ANN News, that's Everything Now Network News. I'm Jill Brado, your reporter in the field, your woman on the street, finally back out in the world. Super Pizza, no one's wearing a mask behind me. I can see that. And I thought we were supposed to be safe. I mean, if I'm going out in the field, if I'm going to risk my life for journalism and journalistic integrity, I might as well be safe. So, it's been a while. I haven't seen you guys in quite a few. I was quarantining in my home, alone, like I normally do, because there is no one in my life who understands me quite like myself. But it's good to be back with people. I feel like I was kind of losing my mind there for a minute, talking to my walls, talking to the furniture. I was kind of having my own Pee-wee's Playhouse situation where I believed that everything in my home had a personality and an energy it was radiating onto me. But that's enough about me. I mean, you guys all know me. You're all caught up. Jill Brado, of course. And just so you know, we are aware of the Twitch blackout tonight, but we have decided to use our platform to raise some money so that we can donate it to a charity called End the Backlog. And End the Backlog works to test untested rape kits that are basically sitting just with evidence piling up, and they just sit and they don't get tested, and that leaves convictions open-ended, and that's not good. So all donations, all money raised from sound alerts, everything is going to go to End the Backlog tonight. And we stand with victims, we support you, we believe you, we hear you, and we're here for you. So all our money tonight will be going to End the Backlog. Thank you. And as a reporter in the field, I'm doing a lot of investigating. I talk to the people. I'm one of the people, you know, I really just get the people. And what I'm learning today is that the big event is, the only inkling that I've gotten is that the big event has to do with a grill. And I don't know what kind of grill. Is that a grill like a barbecue? Is it a grill like we're grilling you for information? It's like, these are the puzzles that me as a journalist love to solve. So I'm hoping to talk to some people on the street, if they'll talk to me. I mean, I'm being safe. We can stand 6 feet, and we're going to be.
Ma'am, stand down.
Me? What?
Ma'am, stand down.
I'm standing
please.
up.
Please stand down right now.
Okay.
6 feet, please.
Okay, but you keep walking closer to me.
Ma'am, 6 feet.
No, you keep walking closer to me.
Okay, well, 6 feet, please. I'm a doctor.
Okay.
I'm a medical doctor.
I can see that.
All right? Please back up. Hey,
I'm sorry.
what are you doing with that mask on right now?
What am I doing with
Have
the
you
mask
not
on?
heard? There's no more masks now.
But
I'm suspicious too, Super Pizza.
But
sir.
you're wearing a mask.
That's because I'm a healthcare professional. Masks are important for us for other reasons outside of coronavirus.
Oh, but I'm a journalist. I'm trying to investigate the big grill event.
You guys, I don't see you on the list here at all. So you gotta give me that mask right now.
I have to give you my mask?
You gotta give me the mask so I can get it to some healthcare professionals.
Are you sure? I mean,
Yes, this is the latest news I'm getting right now. It's the governor just said so.
Okay, well, I mean, you're a doctor, so I guess.
Get that off your face right now.
Okay.
Hey, we're 6 feet. 6 feet.
And good, sir, not wearing a mask. Good.
Okay. I mean, I guess if it's for a healthcare professional.
Yes, this is going to go. And then
Oh.
also, watch out for like black market masks and stuff.
Black market masks.
Yeah.
Can you speak more on that? What are these black market masks?
Well, can I speak more on it? Maybe you can speak more on it. Maybe I have some questions for you.
Oh, of course. I mean, I'm a woman of the people, and I'm here to find out about the big grill event, if you know anything. But this is also like black market masks. Are people selling them, making them on the black market? Are they?
Yeah, like theoretically, you know, let's say you're talking to some guy and he's like, "Hey, I can slip you a mask, $15," and then.
Like that?
Like yeah, you would just put $20 in his pocket, and then he would reach into his back pocket, take out his wallet. I think I have a 5 on me, and then I would put the 5 in your pocket. as change for the 20 you gave me.
course.
And then you could also take the mask with you as you
So
left.
this is all hypothetical though, because it seems like you have a lot of masks in your pocket.
Yeah, well, I've been confiscating them from people all day. But I don't have as many as I hoped because people have been looking for masks a lot.
Yeah.
And if you need anything, I might not be able to help necessarily, but I might know someone who can.
Where did you go to school?
Harvard?
Business?
No. Medical?
Okay. Thought I.
Do you know the Surgeon General?
Not personally.
He's my boss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if it's for a healthcare professional, I'm happy to provide my mask. Although I do feel a bit exposed out here.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just getting word. My chart's just giving me the latest. You need masks again.
Can I have mine back?
Well, unfortunately, that one's already gone to some nurses, and God bless you for your patronage and stuff.
But you haven't.
But the governor just said masks. Apparently, you're supposed to have masks again.
Well, can I have my? Can I give you $15 for my mask back?
I might not be able to help, but maybe if you put a $20 bill in my pocket and then took the mask out of that pocket, I could reach into my back pocket, take out my wallet, and get the $5 bill that's in there and put it in your pocket. That's your mask. Take your mask is nice.
Thank you. We eat the money. Yes.
Ah!
Yum, yum.
Hey,
I'm just getting word that producer Jones has donated $10.69. Don't trust the doctor, Jill.
trust doctors. Unconditionally trust doctors.
Unconditional.
Yes. If you hear a doctor released any type of medical report, take it at face value. Do not read the process, just read the headline. Coffee's good. This year's coffee's good. Next year maybe coffee's bad.
That's a good point.
That's not for you to decide, okay? That's for me to decide.
And what was your name again?
My name is Ass Patchouli, Dr. Ass Patchouli.
Thank you, doctor.
All right, now masks are important again.
Masks are important again. Okay, so.
I like your mask. I might wear your mask.
Oh, can I just have my back?
Can you
though?
just, maybe you take mine?
I don't think that's safe. The whole point is to keep your germs in your mouth.
It's not real. We invented this in a lab. It's fine.
I feel like I'm learning a lot of information that's messing
It's
with my
fine.
psyche.
Don't worry.
Is that doctor wearing two shirts?
What's up?
Is that doctor wearing two shirts?
You never been cold outside and had to be a doctor at the same time, pal?
Weird.
It is the middle of summer. Are you anemic?
Maybe I'm sick and coughing a lot. Look,
Okay.
I'm gonna wait. I like this one.
No, please.
Do you want this one? Let me check if I have the $5.
Well, do you know anything about the big grill event while you're here?
I did see that there was what started as a big grill event in the competitive sense has now turned into a big grill event in the humanity sense.
Oh, so a tragedy kind of befell.
It does seem to be that way. I don't have a 5 on me. So, it'll just be 20 today.
Okay.
I've been doing this a lot all day. I left the house this morning with a lot of $5 bills because I knew this plan was going to happen, but I've run out of 5s.
So you planned for this?
No, I'm just following the governor. No, he's so pissed right now, the governor.
Is he sending you alerts on that notepad?
Yeah, he's so pissed. He's saying everyone's got to put a mask on immediately.
Okay, well, if it's immediate and I have to put a mask on, that's fine.
What the hell? Wait, did you? Oh, right. No, we did the.
We did the deal.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Well, good luck with your grill. Good luck with your mask.
Well, thank you for the information, doctor. Thank you for the safety.
Yeah, absolutely. And just if I could give a message to everyone else out there at home,
It's upside down.
whatever the most recent article you read is, that's the science. Okay?
That's the science?
That's the science.
I just read an article. I just read the craziest article that said the end of the world wasn't last week. It's actually going to be this week. Is that true?
Well, if you read an article about it on the internet, it's probably. Well. No, that one's probably not true. But if you read something like grapes make you fart more or something, yeah, sure.
Probably true.
Why not?
Okay.
Why
so,
not? What's no skin off your bones?
Okay, so I read an article earlier today that said not to trust doctors walking around because they might be grifters and swindlers, and they might be trying to make a buck off of you. Is that one true?
Sorry, I just got a late breaking bulletin. The masks are not allowed again.
Masks are
we
not
need
allowed.
them for nurses. We really need them for nurses.
Before that happens, I'm getting a word from one of our sponsors in the studio. Hey Doc, why is your mustache so preposterous?
What is the definition of preposterous? Because I don't know what he means exactly. If you mean nice, thank you.
I think he means, ridiculous.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
I don't think there's anything ridiculous about my mustache. I think I have a very nice mustache. Yes, that's real.
Okay. Well,
I can't have perfectly full black brown hair and then a completely white mustache.
I think you can. It's like sometimes
Is that so
you gray. No,
To have
we're
a
not
full
judging your
head of
appearance.
completely ungrayed brown hair, and then just to have a totally white. You don't need. The masks are not allowed anymore. Actually, I need you to give that to me.
The masks are not allowed
I
anymore?
need to give that to a nurse.
Jesus. Fine. I'm fine. If it's for the nurses.
It's for the nurses.
It's stuck in my
I see that.
earring.
I can't help though. I got a social distance, but it would be good to be able to get that out of your.
My earring?
Yeah.
It really would. It's just easy access. All right, fine. If it's for the
Thanks.
nurses.
Thanks. And God bless America, and God bless the nurses.
Well, thank you, Dr. Ass Patchouli.
Thank you.
So, live for ENN News, that's Everything Now Network News. I'm Jill Brado, your reporter on the street, where I was wearing a mask to kind of protect myself from all of these folks and these laymen that are walking around. But Dr. Ass Patchouli was kind enough to let me know that that doesn't need to happen anymore. And I believe anyone named Dr. Ass Patchouli, especially if they went to Harvard Medical School. So, and like he said, the last article you read on the internet is true. So whatever the last article you read on the internet, you read, perfectly true. But he did reveal that the big event was about a grill. And it started out heated and competitive. And it turned very quickly to something very tragic. So was it a sort of competition? Did the people, were they vying for the affections of the masses? Were they striving for fame and glory? And it just all went to hell. Hopefully we find that out today. Wouldn't that be nice? God, it's so good to be out. It's just so good to be out, you know? And I'm hearing from Legacy Squid, your favorite nurse is Nurse Joy from Pokemon. That is true of everyone, all genders, all races. Hello, sir. Hi. Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hi. Do you want to be on television?
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
Okay, hi. I'm Jill Brado. I'm from ENN News. That's Everything Now Network News. And your name is?
I'm Donnie Beefcake.
Donnie Beefcake. Welcome.
You might remember me. I was on season 13 of Celebrity Food Chef. I was medically evacuated because I stuck my hand into a fryer.
I do. I remember that.
I came in 13th place.
They made a meme out of you.
Yeah, they memed me, Donnie Beefcake. They said I had freedom fingers.
Freedom Fingers, they said you beefed it.
They said I beefed it.
They said, hey, can I have hands with that? It was a nightmare. Sorry to
Yeah.
bring up such tormented memories.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm growing. I'm actually here for the big grill off.
Oh, you are? The big event.
Yeah, I'm not actually. I've been trying to get in. I can't get in because I am banished from all food-related events. So I'm trying to get out there.
There's been a lot of instances of them finding like your personal affects in food, right?
Yeah, they find pieces of my hair. Well, what I like to do is whenever I cook
Gross.
something, I like to put a little bit of myself into the product so that they know that it came from Donnie Beefcake.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a signature move. I cut off a little piece of my finger cuticle.
Well, that's why it was beefcake. That was your thing. You cut a little piece off. Like,
Exactly,
wants
a piece of the cake, a piece of the
Piece-
cake, and that was a big part of the branding.
I did watch all of those episodes in quarantine.
Yeah, 13th place in season 13. Yeah, that's right. It was very unlucky, and I think that's actually probably why I didn't get on. Is because it was unlucky, and it actually didn't have anything to do with the fact that I got.
Sorry, my
it.
producer told me 6 feet.
6 feet. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Like I was saying, I feel like my resignment from the game didn't have as much to do with the fact that I did stick my bare hand into a 450-degree oil fryer.
Of course not.
It had mostly to do with the fact that it was the 13th season, which is an unlucky number.
Yes,
Even
it's
though
like-
someone did go on to win that season, and so for them, it could be
Greatly
perceived
lucky.
as a lucky number. But I think that's probably why I lost.
It's like when hotels don't have a 13th floor, they just kind of label it 12, 14, you know? Like they should have just skipped season 13 maybe, and you would have had a better chance.
Yeah, I think if they had skipped season 13 and just went on to season 14, or just maybe gave me my own show, the Beefcake Hour, that could have been cool.
Yeah?
I've actually kind of been producing my own show. I'm not allowed to use food, obviously. Again, I'm banished from all food-related media, even that of my own production. But I do like to pile up non-food items in a way that makes them look like food.
Oh! Like when they put Elmer's glue and cheese for commercials, and then when they screw the rest of the pizza in so that when you pull the slice, it's like very elastic, kind of like that?
Exactly, except for
Food
me,
styling.
it's kind of like if you made a pizza out of like a Frisbee, and then the sauce, instead of sauce, it was melted Crayola crayon, and then
Oh.
instead of the cheese, it was debris from my popcorn ceiling.
Sounds like a meal fit for King Kong. I'm sorry, I wrote a lot of jokes
That's
in
good.
quarantine. I don't think it's going well.
You should write for my show.
Really? I mean, I'm so busy. I kind of have my own television show. This is my Beefcake Hour, I guess you could call it. But
Is this broadcast live right now?
yeah, this is broadcast live. And again, anything else you can share with us about the grill event? We heard there was heated, passionate competition that slowly devolved into madness.
Well,
Can you speak on that?
there's a lot of blood. There's
Lot of blood.
but it is people are chopping up meats, so it could just be
What kind of
meat blood.
meats?
Beef, sausages, porks, bacon, turkey, chicken, fish, different types of fish, salmon, halibut, sea bass. I think there was a
Tofu?
no, hen, Cornish hen, pheasant. I think we had lamb chops, veal. I think there was calamari, which is like a squid. Octopus, which is actually separate from calamari. A lot of people get those mixed up. They think that calamari and octopus are the same thing. It's actually two different things.
A classic mistake.
They also had, this was controversial, they had the Impossible Burger.
Whoa, okay, so some diversity in the options.
This
So
burger,
a little something for everyone.
yeah, a little something. This burger was impossible to eat for vegetarians and vegans. It wasn't impossibly made out of all different types of meat is what it was. It was a different type of Impossible Burger. It's called the Impossible for Vegans to Eat Burger.
I can
which
see where that would get confusing for people.
they feel like they actually came first and that the other Impossible Burger, even though it's more succinct,
Kind of like a chicken and an egg, but like an impossible
it's like
and
chicken.
an impossible.
Speaking of chicken, lots of different poultry options. I mentioned turkey, but there's also a goose. Someone's preparing a delicious goose, which is not something you would traditionally grill. Grill is something that you would, goose is something you would traditionally do in an oven, but this is more of like a grilled goose, which is going to be really nice.
That
I
sounds
hope I
great.
can get
That
in
sounds so wonderful. Thank you for your encyclopedic knowledge on grilling, and it sounds like you're a true grill master.
I am,
Donnie
and
Beefcake.
it's a shame that I am now completely banished from all food-related media, and in fact, the fact that I'm speaking about food on this program
Oh.
right now is putting you and your broadcast technically in danger of being taken down. So
Oh geez, I don't want to endanger you or the fine information that you've given us. And are you spectating or are you competing? Because it sounded like you were banned from all food related.
Yeah, technically I'm neither spectating nor competing, and from a legal standpoint, I'm actually completely uninvolved. I'm a unrelated third party, if anybody asked. But I also am trying to get in, and if you know a way for me to perhaps put on a fake mustache, one that doesn't quite match my hair color, like a, shocking white mustache, If I could find one of those so that I could potentially get past what I'm assuming is a security team completely designed to keep me out.
Of course. Well, I did run into a very interesting doctor. He seemed very professional. His name was Dr. Aspachuli. And he had some interesting facts about mustaches. He also had some interesting facts where it's like, whatever the last article you read on the internet, it's true. Like, it's hey, Dr. Aspachuli!
Hey, I was just going on my way.
Dr.
I was
Aspachuli!
just walking on my way.
It's good to see you.
How's it going with
6
you
feet.
guys?
6 feet.
Yeah. I was just walking this way. You guys need
Yeah,
anything?
well, I have a
something?
friend.
Where'd
I
you
have a
get
friend
that?
here.
Where'd you get that mustache?
Hmm?
Where'd you get your mustache?
Oh, this thing?
That fake mustache. Where'd you get your fake
You need
mustache?
some white facial hair, man?
Yeah, well, I'm actually banished from all food-related events, and I'm trying to get into the big grilling cook-off.
That's interesting. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know where you get stuff like this because I grew this on my face naturally, but like I do know that maybe if you put $20 in my pocket, when you reached in my pocket to leave it there, you might find the fake mustache, and then I would also reach into my back pocket, take out my wallet, and take $5 bill out of that, put it in the pocket, and you would take the $5 bill out of the pocket too.
So you'll sell me that mustache?
No, I can't do any of that, but I can do all the stuff I just said. So maybe that'll.
If I give you money, will you give me your mustache?
That's sort of the underlying.
If I were to hand you some money right now,
No, you put it in my. You understand what I'm saying? You wouldn't hand it to me.
so you'll sell me the mustache?
Not directly. Yeah. Yes.
All right, I don't have any money. Let me see if I can find an ATM.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Friendship is everywhere in the city. Oh my god. Where did your mustache go?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mustaches are bad, actually, and you're not supposed to have them.
Oh.
The newest report just came in.
Thank
and
God.
Luckily, I've never had a mustache, and anything you've heard about me having a mustache before that is actually not true, and don't read into that too
I've
much.
learned that I cannot trust my own eyes or mind, so I'm just gonna believe the doctor.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm not hungry, thank you. And there's actually a grill event going on, so maybe you should go compete.
Do you know about? Feels like that's where you want to be.
That's where you should be, because I mean,
I feel like you'd want to be over with that.
yeah, you sell hot dogs here all the time, so I feel like maybe you should
Go to them.
go to the grill event and
Nah.
compete. No?
Nah, I'm
No.
not a competitive guy. Only when I'm selling hot dogs, though.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we just wanted to maybe get the word out about your business.
Just in
but-
case you didn't know,
Yeah.
because it's like right.
You want my hot dog or not?
No.
No.
Stop wasting my time.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Sorry.
if you see that strong guy, let him know there's, if he wants to put a $20 bill in my pocket, that there's a mustache in that pocket that he could then take out, and that I would then reach into my back pocket, pull out my wallet, take out a $5 bill, and put it in the pocket, that he could then take that out as well.
But how will I know where to find you?
You know, check the news, and then keep up to date on the latest information, and that should be able to keep you informed.
Okay. Well, live for ENN News, that's Everything Now Network News. I'm Jill Brado, where we learned that the big grill event was a competition for the love of food, all kinds of meats as far as the eye can see. And it quickly turned into a bloodbath. Why, we're not sure. But right now we're gonna cut to our helicopter reporter, Skylar Flamingo, where he is our bird in the sky, our eye in the clouds, and he is going to give us a top-down view of the big event.
Hey Joe, it's good to see you from all the way up here with the bird's eye view that ENS News relies on so heavily. I'm Skylar Flamingo, your reporter in the helicopter. Now this big event is certainly escaping my mental grasp. I can't really understand just what's happening other than that grills are involved. But a lot of things are able to be seen from up here, okay? A lot of breaking news happening in your city at home. Of course, first off, our journalists down below have been sending us footage of some things that are going on, and we're going to try and show you live feeds from high up above. It's a self-driving copter. The ENS News Corporation was, like Doppler radar. After that comes a self-driving helicopter. and yet I still have to turn around. Wow, the audio just really amazing from up here in the clouds. But there's so much going on, and the journalists down in the studio are letting us know what we should be flying over and filming with our high-definition cameras. So what else is happening right now? Honestly, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what's on the list of what's happening down there right now. So much. So many scary things. For example, Bernard Health has finally opened up after years and years of anticipation, lines around blocks, just demanding that Bernard Health finally open up. And it actually is here, folks. We weren't even prepared. The COVID thing that's happening right now just kind of distracted us from the real news, such as Bernard Health on its way, coming up. The people demanded it. They would stand outside and just bang on the windows, screaming, "Open Bernard Health!" And of course, Bernard Health is, in fact, a very old school bodega. It only sells Necco wafers and ibuprofen. Not much else. Perhaps some peach mango juice if they have it in stock. But we have a live feed of the Bernard Health grand opening down on the street. Let's go ahead and cut to that live feed. And let's see what's going on at Bernard Health. It's a wonderful event going on down there. I know everyone over in the studio is excited. There it is right there. It's a high definition feed. You can kind of see it in the bottom right corner. Okay, we just passed it, and we can't really turn the camera because it's so high def. It's really heavy, and it's just too big to turn around, but it's in that general vicinity. And that's just one of the most amazing things that's happening in your city right now. Also happening live on the streets in your city. God, Swamp Boy's back, and we thought that he was gone forever. But nope, that psycho just bashed his way back into the city and brought the swamp with him. 3rd Street through 42nd Street, all going to be swamp for the next 2 weeks. Watch all signs and make sure that you get a good look at what streets will be swamped, because he is not going to stand down on his swamp dealings, okay? We kicked him out once, we can kick him out again, but it's going to take a lot of work and bureaucratic red tape going through the social justice court community. Okay, we're going to have to fill out a lot of surveys. We're going to have to sign a lot of petitions. But Swamp Boy seems like he wants to stay, and we're going to have to fight his ass to make him go away once again. Please don't forget all the damage he caused mentally as well as physically. Let's go ahead and take a look at 3rd Street through 42nd Street. Live feed of what's happening down there. The swamp is returning. Let's go ahead and take a look. And just behind the buildings on the left side, the swamp is there. Unfortunately, these cameras are too big for us to even turn or refocus so you can get a better glimpse. But trust us, 3rd through 42nd Street, all Swamp Boy territory. And folks, cut back to me, thank you. He will kick your ass. So please be careful and please be vigilant. Also happening now down there on the streets, we can see from up above. Gosh, it's just so busy and chaotic from up here. Well, this guy's around, and we're just using him as an example. Make sure that you use your sunscreen to the best of your ability, coating your entire face and not just weird snake camo patterns. It's actually not going to help, and you're going to see that it will reveal just how pasty you can be underneath your sunblock lotion. SPF 50 is now the minimum, no longer 13 or 15. They are now down the drain. Doctors are recommending you shoot your SPF 15 and 13 and 30 into your toilet and hold down the plunger, okay? Just gotta wait till it's all gone. You hear the like that. In fact, the government is sending out doctors with masks and the National Guard to go around and make sure you are getting rid of all of your SPF 15, 13, and 30. Just vans lining up around the blocks, masks on the soldiers, ready to fight for you and make sure that you're healthy and using the right SPF. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the military brigades going on around 1st Street. It's a really harrowing scene. Everyone's really scared and windows are being broken. It's happening right there on the top right corner of the screen. You can kind of see it. I really wish we could just get a little bit closer, but again, camera's so heavy, we're just kind of going in a straight line. We just passed it. You can kind of make out a little bit of the military van, but it is gone. By the time I described it, it's out of your field of view. very unfortunate. And then we got a couple more things going on down in the streets here. Very busy part of town. Town's very busy today. I can tell you that much, okay? Something happening on every corner. You'll never have something that you won't be scared of or can enjoy. For example, God, how can I even describe this one? Little Mardi Gras, overtaken by the ass chimp. The ass chimp, for what I might have to remind you, friends with Swamp Boy, but easily in his own league. He can climb the buildings. Look at his sloth-like arms. Ass Chimp is really, really here to cause devastation. He is not here to make friends. He came here once to make friends. He made 2 friends and killed one of them because he would not stop making fun of his ass face, as you can see in this photo here. So please, whatever you do, let this be a PSA for anti-bullying. Don't make fun of the Ass Chimp or the Swamp Boy. They will kick your ass. As you can see in this photo over here, Swamp Boy has destroyed Little Mardi Gras, a proud village of folks from native Mardi Gras. They're here to stay, and they're here to have fun and share their culture and throw beads at everybody so you can show your tetas. And unfortunately, they are all now in the hospital in Big Mardi Gras, 40 blocks across town. Let's go ahead and take a look at Little Mardi Gras, the devastation. Folks, if you have kids watching at home, please shield their eyes. Please put their heads down on the coffee table so they can't see this. And as you can see in the left side corner, we just passed it. It was just a little glimpse at a destroyed building and a half car. And I mean that as a car that was cut in half by Ass Chimp's really, really long toenails. That's a weird part about his legacy and his physicality. Not mentioned in his name, mainly just because his arms are like that of a chimp and his face is like that of an ass. And some lighter news happening in town. Maybe you could bring the kids to this. That's right, the marathon in its 43rd day. We are still running around the city in serpentine fashions through all the boroughs, and we are making sure that this fun run is getting its money's worth. And we're sending all that money, that's right, to the Ass Chimp Relief Fund. We're gonna save Little Mardi Gras. We're gonna rebuild all the culture they got there. We're gonna go ahead and rebuild the big trumpet that also doubles as a restaurant. Kind of like the Eiffel Tower, but it's a trumpet. And the little buttons go up and down every midnight and play your favorite marching jazz song. When the Saints go marching in, so on and so forth in that vein. But Little Mardi Gras will be saved because of this 400-day marathon. We are just 10% into the marathon. 40 of the 50 runners have passed out and died, but the last 10 runners are still giving it their all, smiling all the way through, as is necessary by the fun run rules and regulations. You must be having fun at all times. If you are no longer smiling, you're kicked out of the marathon and killed. It's a very unfortunate prison system that we have. It's an alternate to incarceration, but I think we can do better, folks. Let's go ahead and get a glimpse of some of the runners here, still sprinting their brains out, smiles wide and clear, right there on the bottom side of your screen. One of them was just hit by a car. Let's go ahead and hope that the doctors will take care of him, although I can't believe that they will, because we're still reeling and trying to recover from the devastation of the Ass Chimp, as well as Swamp Boy. Remember, folks, Swamp Boy is back. Tell all of your kids. They don't teach this in history class, and we have a special 2020 60-minute long special coming on after the evening news, talking about the terror and the reign of Swamp Boy and how much ass he kicks. He'll just kick the shit out of your butt, folks. Remember that. Let your kids know. Stay inside unless you're part of the marathon. 4th Street through 42nd Street, all swamps. Little Mardi Gras, absolutely destroyed. It's utter bedlam and chaos, and also there's a big event happening with some grill of some sort that I've heard. So Jill, we really hope that you figure something else out up down there. Let us know, and we'll go ahead and take a look at it a little bit later on. I'm Skylar Flamingo, your eye in the sky, your bird's eye view for ENS News. Back to you on the street.
No, and I read an article that it's fine to touch your face now. It's fine, and that doctor told me that the last thing that you read on the internet is true, so we can touch our faces again, which is like honestly a relief because I was so itchy and I just couldn't even believe it. And I was just
Hi, it was so great to hear from you, Skylar Flamingo, our eye in the clouds, our bird in the sky. Isn't it nice to have him looking down on all of us? He's kind of like my God, you know? Sorry, again, I wrote a lot of jokes in quarantine that aren't going well. Oh, hello, sir. Hi, sir.
Hey!
Have I talked to you before?
I don't know.
Okay,
You would recognize me for sure because I'm
Well, I think.
a priest.
Well, I think you'd actually recognize me because I'm internationally known reporter Jill Brado, the woman on the street, live for Yena News. That's Everything Now Network News. I'm Jill Brado, and I'm here with, what did you say your name was again?
I just go by Hot Priest now. Figured it matched the physical
Okay.
description. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a priest over at the.
Like Fleabag, or?
Huh? Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Fleabag. Normalize being sexually attracted to priests. Normalize that. Thank you, Fleabag. I finally feel at home in my body because of the representation I saw on that show for a priest being hot. I felt so alone before.
That's so nice. Is it?
But now women and men ogle at my face and body, and I
Oh.
feel right at home.
Well, hey, it happens to all of us, you know.
Also, have you?
Sorry.
I haven't seen you around at the Central Super Mega Baptist Church.
Correct.
We'll go into that later. But I'm the priest there, and we're hosting a grill event.
A grill? Oh, that's actually what I
Yeah.
wanted to interview you about. Was the grill event? I heard
Oh,
there was.
yeah?
I heard there was meats abound. Talk about a
A lot of
body
meats.
a body of Christ.
A lot of meats,
I
a
don't
lot of
know.
smells.
You know, yeah, and I heard that it started out as friendly competition. Very quickly
So
turned into
friendly.
a bloodbath.
Bloodbath, a lot of meat blood and real blood.
Or was it like the blood of Christ, so everyone was just like drinking wine? Or?
There was wine and also human blood.
Oh.
But yeah, but no worries. Everyone is worried about catching the COVID.
Well, and I heard Swamp Boy is
Uh,
back and he's terrorizing Little Mardi Gras, so that's also just.
Swamp Boy was made up by leftists. Doesn't exist. Anyway.
Did you just read that article?
What?
Did you just read that as an article?
Read an article, looked at a headline, you know, it's all the same. What I'm trying to say is everyone's worried about COVID, but Central Mega Super Baptist Church is happy to announce that we have installed brand new technology into our church called Razor Super Sharp Air XE. Razor Super Sharp Air XE. And what it does is it basically is air that is so sharp that it just decapitates the COVID at the germ head and just cuts the head right off the germs of the COVID. So there is virtually 99.9% of COVID is eliminated as soon as you step through because the air is so sharp that it just cuts off the heads of the germs, and you don't gotta even wear a mask. You don't gotta do anything. It enters your body, and the Razor Super Sharp Air cuts through your organs, but safely, and eliminates the COVID.
That was actually a question from one of my producers. Wouldn't breathing sharp air be dangerous to humans?
Some might think, but if you've ever been in a cold situation where air is kind of cold and you breathe and the air kind of feels harsh and harsh on the throat, it's kind of like that. But you know, no pain, no gain. You got to breathe in the air, and you got to get cut up a bit to get the COVID out of your dumb little body.
Okay, and this
Hey,
is.
boss.
Huh?
Hey, boss. You can just, drop.
Oh my-
Just stop me right here.
Oh my god.
Stop me right here. Hey, boss.
Is this a floating head?
Hey, boss. I finished setting it up.
Yeah. And how'd it go?
I'm sorry. This is your boss? No, he's your boss.
I'm his boss.
He's-
He's one of our churchgoers, but also a popular inventor
I'm
locally.
a scientist.
And
as
where's your
well.
body?
I had to leave it behind. This is my friend Rick. He's carrying me over.
Hi, Rick.
And how is the COVID in your body now? Is it eliminated?
Well, there's definitely no COVID in my body.
No, but he doesn't have a body.
And that's a success.
But he doesn't have
That
a
is
body.
success.
Anyway.
No COVID existing in his body
What is that?
because he has no body, and that's when the system's working. Great job.
So yeah, I just
Lars.
wanted to come to say it's ready to go. So
Amazing.
I'll be on my way.
Great.
And if you can find out how to make my mouth open again, or to make my skin feel soft.
I feel like I'm very sick.
We'll get Brock, our church scientist, to get your mouth open.
Okay.
With the help of God.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Rick and I are going to be at the Chevy's.
Okay.
The Chevy's just 2 blocks down.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Great. I'll see you there.
Okay.
Thanks, Lars.
Okay. So he is.
So anyway, church is perfectly safe. We got the meats out and about. Grills everywhere.
Why is there
mild
blood?
ventilation, huh?
Why is there blood everywhere then? Did your machine kill all those people?
I haven't been down there in a while. I've been going around, grassrooting it, throwing flyers at people to get them to come to the grill party. So I haven't really been in to check on the event lately, but I'm sure everything's fine and all the COVID's gone. As you can see, Lars is bodiless, but also COVID-less. So major success all
I guess
around.
that's kind of a win, especially if he's still sentient and can speak, despite not having a body to pump blood through or a heart to pump blood back to the body.
Best things to worry about, in my opinion. No body, no body,
Okay.
more body, more problems.
That is true. That does appear to be true. Is there anything else you can tell me about the big grill event before I don't know, pass out from the realization that I don't have to be tethered to a body to exist?
Yeah, we got charcoal grills, we got propane grills, butane grills, just a piece of wood that's on fire, a pizza brick oven thing you can cook pizza on, microwaves, toaster ovens, regular toasters, pizzazz.
Pizzazz!
Yeah, we got pizzazzes. We're inclusive to all grills and all communities. Unless you're gay or not white, then you're not invited. But yeah. So come on down, grill some meats.
I'm getting a question from one of my producers. Can you tell us more about the clean burning propane grill?
More about the clean burning propane?
While I continue to ponder my own existence.
Well, all of our gases, including air, have been upgraded to the Super Razor Sharp quality. So all of our propane is also Super Razor Sharp. So any meat that has been infected with COVID, any cows that have been infected with COVID, as soon as they get put on that grill with that clean Razor Super Sharp propane, it goes away. So all the meat is COVID-less, and it's tasty. Yummy, yummy.
Great. That's great. Thank you so much for your time, Hot Priest.
Thank you.
I wish you well.
You too. Come on by for a nice slab of meat.
I'm alright. This was enough for me.
All right. God bless.
Live Friana News. I'm Jill Brado. But am I? Do I need to be? Do I? Because it seems I don't have to be tethered to any kind of physical form anymore. Apparently the laws of space and time just don't apply anymore. Maybe there's an article Maybe there's an article I can read that proves it for me?
Hey.
Shut the fuck up!
Hey, sorry. Did I leave a wallet here?
You don't have a body!
That's why I think I lost it. Because I didn't have my pocket. Normally I have my pocket.
What was in it?
Oh, my ID, my Bevmo card, my insurance card.
What did it look like? What did the wallet look like?
It's blue.
Velcro?
No, just like a leather wallet. What else was in there? Armenian restaurant, business card, like just sort of telling me where the address is. My debit card.
Never escape.
Thank you, K-Weeb, for subscribing for 9 months. The time it would be to grow a body if you had a body that could grow another body, but apparently you don't need one!
Nope, you don't. I guess I learned that today too. But it's good because I'm an inventor, so this is gonna help me. Hey, listen.
How do you go to Armenian restaurants if you don't have a stomach?
I have to figure that out. I have a plan. Hear me out. Listen to this. Listen to this. Are you ready? I got a new invention to spring on you.
What?
Now, imagine I created something that I could sit in, and it could move me places.
So a wheelchair.
Yeah, it would be a chair with wheels, that's right.
So like a scooter that you put your knee on when your foot's broken.
Well, yeah, but I don't have a knee, so I would have to do...
So like crutches, but if you put wheels on the bottom of the crutches and then you just...
Yeah, well now it feels like you're overcomplicating it a little bit. I was just saying, like, imagine... Okay, I got another one, Imagine a thing, where, like, it's a body,
Okay.
and then you, like, wear it.
So like a suit.
Like a mech suit.
So
Have you ever
like a
seen,
muscle
hey,
suit.
have you ever seen, this is on Netflix, I hear this is getting popular these days, I watched it with my niece. Have you ever seen Neon,
Your niece?
what's it, Neon,
Genesis?
yes, Evangelion. Have you ever seen that?
Listen, I watched a lot of TV in quarantine, so yes. My answer is yes.
So imagine I was like that.
I guess that makes sense.
Anyway, that's what I'm working on, but for now I gotta keep helping out my
All right,
boss with his church.
go back to work, man. I can't
Okay.
keep talking to you.
You know
'cause
about
it's
the
gonna
grill
make me
stuff?
Pass out.
You know the inside scoop on all this?
I would love some more scoop. Apparently, you have a mind that functions independently of. Are you floating?
No, my friend Rick is on the ground helping me
Oh,
look.
shit.
And he's holding me up. Do you see the wallet yet, Rick?
Rick doesn't see the wallet.
No, he doesn't see the wallet.
Okay, give me the scoop on the grill, and then I really need you to leave because I'm just freaking out, and I had to go through extensive amounts of therapy to get through all the waking up that I had to do.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, look. What do you know?
I know that the big event was a grilling event, a friendly competition with a lot of fucking meat and a lot of people, and it turned ugly, and there was blood everywhere, and now I can't figure out anything else.
Okay, so all you know is it turned ugly and there was blood everywhere.
Yes.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say. When I became just a head without a body, it was not, let's say, a simple and elegant process. In that,
Is it your blood?
well, it's okay. Here's what I'll say. I wasn't necessarily in there alone because we were setting up. It was going to be a big event, right?
Correct.
So I can't get into it too much more, but there were a lot more people involved. This does involve the intelligence communities of the United States, United Kingdom, and Israel. The masks are also relevant to this, and I cannot say any more.
But the doctor took my mask.
Oh, oof, you really need a mask right now.
Oh my
It's
God.
really irresponsible not to wear a mask
Oh my
right
God.
now. Very mean thing to do, just as a
sorry.
fellow citizen.
I'm sorry.
Do you even respect nurses? You know how hard it makes their
I
life?
do. I gave my mask to the doctor so we could give it to a nurse.
Jesus, wow. Rick, let's get out of here. Forget
No, I'm a
all
good
of it.
person. No, I promise I'm a good person. He just went down a sewer. Live for ENN News. That's Everything Now Network News. I'm Jill Brado, your woman in the field, your reporter on the scene, where nothing is real. Nothing is real. Nothing is real. Except Israel. Again, wrote a lot of jokes in quarantine. I don't think that's my calling. I would like to remind everyone that all donations tonight are going... Oh, can you give me a minute but stay right here? All donations tonight are going to End the Backlog, which is an organization that works to end the backlog of rape kits that are piled up in police offices all over the country so that they can test them and convict people. We are with and support anyone speaking out in the community. We see you, we hear you, victims, we stand with you. And that is where all of your good money from donations and sound alerts and everything will be going tonight. And again, live Friena News. That's everything now on Network News. I'm Jill Brado.
That sounds like a great cause.
It is a great
worthy
cause.
of donating to.
Thank you so much.
I
And
wish-
thank you for letting me get that out there. You know, I know I stopped you on the street, but
No, it's fine. I'm actually kind of in a rush. I've got to get to the big event.
oh my goodness, would you mind telling me about it? First, your name.
Yeah, my name is Dr. Graybeard.
Okay, Dr. Graybeard. Nice.
Don't have-
Oh, another doctor. I'm running
Yes.
into lots of doctors today.
Yeah, we're actually presenting. I have to give a big presentation. We're unveiling 3D Meat.
3D meat?
Yeah, we're unveiling. I'm actually the keynote presenter on 3D Meat. We just
3D meat?
3D Meat. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm really yes 3D Meat.
Oh my god. But like 3D you can't touch, you know, it's just, you know, like...
Well, with this 3D you actually can touch it, and that's kind of the exciting thing about
so
it
it's
is that
just meat.
a lot of people are focused on two senses when they're thinking about their meat, right? They're thinking about the taste, obviously, and they're thinking about the smell, maybe to some degree. But a lot of
Maybe the
people
look of it?
aren't thinking about the touch, the feel, and also what it looks like. You know, when I see a steak in front of me, what do I normally see? A
Meat.
two-dimensional plane,
Right.
completely devoid
Wait.
of depth. And so what we're doing in the lab, and something that I'm very proud of, is that we've developed 3D meat that you can reach out and it's right there, and you can touch it. If you put your hand on it, you can sort of feel it in the space, and so we're really excited to be unveiling that.
And I have a quick question for you, doctor, before you take off. Thank you for your time so much. How is this different than normal meat? I mean, a normal meat, I feel like you get served it, you can see it, you can touch it, you can smell it, you can taste it, you can...
No.
No?
No, actually, most meat is actually two-dimensional, and you can taste it and you
Okay.
can see it. But if you were to tilt it sort of at a 90-degree angle, you would find that it becomes almost a singular point in space, so that it is essentially impossible to see if you're sort of in a parallel, sort of linear position to it. And what we've done is we've taken that two-dimensional meat that everybody is used to, and it's sort
Everyone
of
knows and loves.
they've grown up experiencing it. Two-dimensional hot dogs, two-dimensional hamburgers.
How much of nostalgia makes you think it's good as opposed to is it really good?
Exactly, and that's why such a big problem that we're running into is that people are, obviously they're used to their meat being two-dimensional, and so we want to sort of get people used to the idea of a third-dimensional meat, you know, a meat that exists not only in length and height, but also in width.
Wow, okay. And what about 4D meat? Something that you can, that like spits back at you, you know?
Well, technically I'm not actually allowed to talk about our developments
Oh.
in 4D meat.
Oh, I'm
we
sorry,
are,
I
can
stumbled
say-
into something top secret.
Yeah, I can say that we do have people in R&D that are working on four-dimensional meat right now, and I can say that the results are very exciting, but unfortunately I can't go into any further detail on
I completely understand. Thank you for your time, doctor.
It's a pleasure.
And
Thank
it
you
was so
much.
nice to meet you.
Oh, and it was nice to meet you as well. And Big Meat doesn't want you to know that that meat isn't 3D, and that's
Top
actually
secret, top
that's
secret.
actually true. Is that
Corporations and the funding and the lobbying and
yeah, people do want to keep the public from knowing about three-dimensional meat because obviously two-dimensional meat has had such a stranglehold on the market, and so
It's a death grip.
you know, big 2D meat is worried that there is a third dimension and it's coming for them, and quite frankly, it is.
Yeah, just a vice grip, like a Temple Grandin meat hugging machine. That is the vice grip that the government has on your research, it sounds like.
That is a pretty much perfect analogy. Yeah, exactly that. And so I wish I could stay and chat
No,
more,
I
but I
completely
have
understand.
the presentation to make. So thank
Go.
you so
Yes,
much.
please run. Well, we found out more. That's great. So we found out the big event. Again, competition, friendly, summertime, fathers, a tradition turned ugly and bloody. And it sounds like the event is to hear about three-dimensional meat.
Thank you.
because-
We eat
oh
the
my
money,
goodness,
yes. Yum,
what a
yum.
disaster. Thank you so much for donating $14.58. Thank you so much. Again, all your donations are going to a wonderful, wonderful cause. End the backlog. And I mean, what more is there to say about meat? Really, it's deep state meat. It's deep meat, and I just need to ponder this as well as the probability that if my head were cut off, I could exist outside of it. But right now, we're going to go back to our helicopter reporter, Skylar Flamingo, our eye in the clouds, our bird in the sky. He's going to report on everything happening above, and I'm gonna just go and think about things.
Thanks, Jill. Skylar Flamingo back up here in the sky, your eye in the sky. Heard you're talking about 3D meats down there. Personally, I smoke 16-bit meat in my backyard. Now, lots going on in the world right now in your city, folks. So here, go ahead and stay tuned. We're going to tell you what's happening now, live, and show you live footage of the stuff that's happening in your town where you live and can walk outside and see on the ground. Unlike me, I'm a helicopter. Let's go ahead and get the first news story. What's going on today? Oh, geez. The coat that if touched loses all value. That's right. They're bringing it around in the Pope Mobile, normally reserved for when the Pope comes to town, but otherwise, there's just a big bulletproof case on a truck. An F-150 to be sure. So, this wonderful coat, it's a very, very expensive, I guess, in a sense. Please do not touch it. This coat is really just for a reminder of the riches that you can have by simply, literally being impervious to touch. By floating into the sky, you're so rich that no one can touch you or even think of you. You're completely beyond your corporeal state as well as the mental capability of any of the plebeians down below. So simply look at this coat and remind yourself of just how poor you are and just how much work you have to put into your stupid little life so you can one day ascertain so much wealth, hoard it all, and be so rich that you float and you can't even move on your own volition. Now the coat is being, again, carted around in the Pope Mobile, which is a bulletproof glass case on an F-150. And it's going down Washington Heights right now. We're going to go ahead and cut to a live camera feed of the truck. You can kind of see it from above here. There it is, just went down that intersection and now it's gone. But go ahead and look out your window, follow the crowd, and you're going to find the coat that you can't touch, because if you were to touch it, it would lose all its value. And one day you too can be so worth millions and billions and trillions that no one can touch you. John Wick's sick. Do not touch the coat. Do not touch the coat. I will report you to the proper authorities. That's how heavily we should treat this coat and all it stands for. And finally, president. Absolutely. It's time to pick the president of the block. And that's right, folks. Whoever runs the block essentially runs the town. They are, in fact, the head honcho, the top of the totem pole, and make all the decisions that influence culture and politics going around the town, because everyone wishes to be a part of the block. And as you can see here, it's a stressful job. So the polls are open that are also acting like auditions of sorts, where you can go to the polls, present your case to the entire block and say, I should be president. And they're going to look at you like this, huh? Because why'd you want to do that to yourself? It's a stupid job. But again, you really get to control a lot of the world just from the block. You just really know how much that culture means to us down here. As you can see, lines are rounding the block, literally. Down below us right now, we'll cut to a live camera feed. Just masses and hordes of people fighting to get to the front and prove that they can be president. Former presidents of the block include character actor Ed Harris, as well as former rapper and father of Little Romeo, Master P. Again, it is really an open-ended job and open for a lot of influencers to take over and influence culture, politics, and the way the world works. Everyone's eyes in the world look to the block. Remember that. And someday you might be president. God have mercy on your stupid little soul if that may be the case. What else is going on? And, oh God, are we sure about this? Fuck! You've heard it, folks. We thought Swamp Boy returning was a big thing. Well, guess what? Rick Moranis is back, and he's shrinking the kids. He shrunk them kids so hard. He's going to shrink your kids too, folks. Lock your kids up right now in their bedroom. Hide them in their bathroom. Rick Moranis is going around with his shrinking ray. He's going to shrink your children so they can get stomped on by the dog and also get eaten by the ant. And just like, it's okay. People really want Rick to shrink their kids, and they think that it's actually a really good thing, and they think they want a revolution, and they think all the kids and the adults should be shrunken as well. I tell you, you're wrong. If you remember the last time Rick Moranis came to town and shrunk all the kids, I'll have you know that one day, the janitor went to school and thought, no one's here. Guess it's a holiday. So he thought he could just stomp around the grounds. And he incidentally murdered 500 children that day because he didn't realize what happened. And as Rick Moranis came by and shrunk all the kids, so he stomped around dancing his little song, and he killed all the kids at the school. And we had to send that guy to jail because we didn't know what to do with him because it was a morally conflicted event. Okay? Rick was a dick that day. That's right, Jones __. So please, lock your kids in your house. Although, just letting you know, if your kids get shrunk in the house, they will manage to escape through the keyhole or the doggy door, and then will enter the world and see big things like bananas or lawnmowers that are actually small for us in real life. I'm just getting word that we are now in high pursuit chase with Rick Moranis. Let's go ahead and cut to the live feed. He's careening down Washington Avenue, not Washington Heights. As you can see, he's just zooming past in a massive Sprinter van with the word spray painted, "I will shrink your kids" on the side. Harrowing stuff, folks. Please run inside. Keep your kids indoors. You do not want to get your kids shrunken. And everyone wants to get a little piece of that Rick Moranis ass. And I promise you, folks, justice will be served. And, of course, the big Speedo competition's coming back to town, and we're all very excited. We all know that after big grill season comes tiny Speedo season. That's right, folks. The Speedo Olympics are going to be happening all the way through downtown. We wish that we can get the grass patch back from the lacrosse team, but unfortunately, they called dibs. So now all Speedo-based Olympic events will have to take place in downtown outside of the Virgin Megastore on hard concrete in front of the bus stops. And the buses will not stop for the events, even though these are legendary sports. Tiny Speedo Olympics have been going around since 1943. And so you have to understand the culture that kind of comes with that thing. And yet, unfortunately, people think it's worth shutting down and making them do it outside of the Virgin Megastore in front of the bus stop. Last year, we had to do it in front of the Best Buy combination Target and Wetzel Pretzel. And as we all know, remember, and pray about every single night, 13 Speedo sportsmen were run over by the big buses. And we really couldn't stop it in time. We tried getting the petitions to stop the buses in their tracks and say, "Stop!" Because there's going to be Speedo runners coming around here, looking at their bodies, heaving up and down, showing us what the human body is capable of. Cartilage and bone just vibrating violently all through the air, and sweat just sprinkling like a all over the place, reminding people that we are capable of so much in this life, and we can get through so many things, even when it feels like we're about to die and get hit by a bus. And though you may get hit by a bus, in fact, you are living, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to celebrate the Speedo Olympics this year. I don't care who says what. They're going to cut me from that job. Let's go ahead. We're going to look at the Speedo Olympics going on down below. And they're in the middle of the triathlon right there on Washington Boulevard, not Heights or Avenue. As you can see here, they are sprinting to get to the riflery section of the triathlon, guns in hand still. So if you see some gentlemen in Speedos wielding rifles, sprinting at the top of their lungs, that is just because they are a part of the triathlon. And you gotta celebrate them. You gotta stand up and salute the troop, because they're doing it for you, reminding you of what your body is capable of, folks. And in lighter news, that's right, hot tubs are great again. For a long time, we canceled hot tubs, but now your boys can get in a hot tub and just have a great time, okay, folks? We are legally allowed to sell hot tubs again, from which you and your boys can watch anime from within. put some candles along the side, bring a puppy in there. It's going to get messy, but if you cover him in bubbles, he might just have a great time. And that's right, all you want to do is have a nice soak with the boys. So that's worth looking forward to after this entire, COVID situation is out of the way. Just think of the times that you'll have to get all the soaking in the tub with the boys that you can do when all of this is over. As long as you stay inside and wear your masks. What's that? Okay, don't wear your mask. It is illegal to wear your mask now. They will kick your ass if you wear the mask. So, yes, folks, please stay inside and do what the doctor tells you, because the doctor is good and he treats all the patients equally and well. And please remember that your body is capable of so much, and we have a lot of soaking in the tub with the boys to do. Can I give you a recipe for the bath? Absolutely. You're going to want to get some pink dye number 3, some garlic salt, and a lot of turmeric. And just start running the tub and plug that thing with your fist. And you're going to be in the tub and it's searing hot, and it's just going to be burning your hand. And then start pouring all the seasoning and spices in, and you're going to find yourself feeling nice and tingly around the armpit area. And that means all the chemicals are working, okay? That means you are ready to have a bath with the boys. You can tell them, "Oh, boys!" and they'll kick the door in and run and file in, all in their Speedos and their rifles. The dog jumps in to have some fun. And that's the post-COVID world that we're trying to remember and look forward to for all you folks at home. So look out for Swamp Boy. Salute the Speedo runners. There he is right there. That's right. Oh God, Swamp Boy is chasing after the Speedo runners, folks. Please, though Swamp Boy can kick our asses, we can kick his ass back. We just need at least 20 to 30 people, all with their feet in clogs, as well as soccer cleats, just ramming themselves into Swamp Boy's butt, okay? Otherwise, he is impervious. He is like a Neon Genesis Evangelion monster. So please, get together in groups, don't wear your masks, kick Swamp Boy's ass, and stay safe, folks. I'm Skylar Flamingo, your eye in the sky, reporting all the news we can see from up above in our nice HD helicopter camera. Back to you on the street, Jill. Bye-bye.
So I read an article, and apparently masks are illegal now, but the best protection against COVID, and I learned this, the best protection against COVID is actually to have a card of Jessie Lee Soffer in your pocket at all times. So I learned that that's the best way to protect yourself from getting sick. So that's just what I'm doing. Hey! Hi! Welcome back. Hi, I'm Jill Brado. I'm live for ENN News. That's Everything Now Network News. It's me, Jill Brado. Already said that. You're a reporter in the field. You're a woman on the street. Live from the big grill event. So we've learned that most of your reality is fake, and also that there's a big grill event today. And that grill event was meat abound, just an absolute wave of meat covering a scene for a friendly grilling competition that turned bloody, and I think some of the blood was from a disembodied head that I have interviewed a few times. And isn't work weird? I think so. And masks are illegal now. I just read an article apparently saying that Jessie Lee Soffer is the best way to protect from the coronavirus. So I will be keeping him near my heart and chest. And I'm really hoping to get to the bottom of this big event problem. Like, why was there so much blood? It sounds like there was more blood than just one body could provide.
Hey,
and
man.
was it intentional or was it?
Did you call?
Hi.
Did you need me to fix the things?
Hi. No, I didn't call you. But what's your name, sir?
Huh? Oh, I'm not allowed to say my name legally. I was brought in to fix something.
Fix something. Well, I'm Jill Brado, and I'm a reporter for ENN News, and I'm trying to figure out the big grill event.
Okay, I probably can't be on camera. I was called in because the grill event.
Yes, the grill event. Yeah.
Operation Hot Dog went sour.
Operation Hot Dog.
Yeah, I heard Operation Hot Dog went sour, so I.
Remind me. I know what Operation Hot Dog is, but just remind me, because.
What, I'm gonna tell it to your camera?
No, you're gonna
that
tell it to
defeats-
me.
But then the camera's recording you,
No,
so that
it's
would
not.
defeat. Then why am I supposed to be talking to it?
You're not. You're supposed to talk to me. I'm your
Okay, then
friend.
put the microphone away.
Okay, I'm your friend.
Okay, here, let me just... And that's, yeah, and DNC as well, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I have to do that right now.
Oh my
If you want
God.
to just look away for a little bit, it's gonna like not be chill.
Oh my God.
And then, yeah, and then we should
And
be
then
fine.
people know. And people don't know about
They're
this.
not allowed. They
They're
can't.
not allowed.
Yeah, because then Corona, the whole thing is
The
sort of,
whole thing is just. It's all.
yeah, it's all sort of like a Jenga tower, and if you pull one,
If you
block
pull
to
one of the Jenga
yeah,
blocks,
so I'm
the
sort of
whole
here
thing
to-
comes down.
I'm sort of here to put that Jenga block back in the thing, shove it back.
Well, God,
in,
I just
close
have.
it back
I
up.
have the utmost respect for you. You have a tough job.
Yeah, I do.
I'm
I
so
do.
sorry about that.
Look, I start my day just the same as everybody else. I put one pant leg on, and then a noise triggers my Manchurian candidate brainwashing and sends me out on a quest to fix up problems that have been put in place by what I can only imagine are intelligence communities. Does that make me any different than you? And then I put on my second pant leg. Does that make me any different than you?
No, we all have problems.
Has a construction guy ever thought about getting a mustache? Oh, no, I haven't.
It might.
Wonder if that would look good.
It might help you hide.
I wish I could
It
get
might help you hide from all of the people who are after you.
Yeah, well, I can't tell if they're actually after me, if it's part of the Manchurian brainwashing thing, where I just think sort of voices are following me all the time, and those voices have been put in me by the government. But I am wondering if I could get a white mustache.
Wait, no, there was a doctor walking around, and he had mustaches and he had masks, and his name was Dr. Aspachuli, and
Dr. Aspachuli?
Yes.
Wow. I've heard of him.
You have?
Yeah, he's... Oh,
Is he part of
boy.
what? Is he part of what you just told me?
Again, I really can't talk. I really should call Chuck Schumer if I'm going to have these conversations with you.
Well,
Let me just find what I'm looking for.
What about Jesse Lee Soffer?
Okay.
I heard he was the best protection against coronavirus. Could he be maybe?
You got a Jesse Lee Soffer?
Yeah.
Okay. Understood.
Okay.
Understood. Hey,
Okay.
I'll take care of that right now.
Okay.
Understood.
Oh no! Wait, I didn't mean to do any. I think I may have just killed someone. I just learned some disturbing information from that man regarding the big event that I don't know if I'm at liberty to share. But as a journalist, I feel like it's my duty to dispel that information to the people, because that's why you get into this job. You want to bring the truth to the people. So if I hide the truth from the people, even if it means that I may die, am I no better than him? And am I no better than Jesse Lee Soffer? I don't know. But I would just like to remind everyone that all of the donations from this show tonight, all of the sound alerts, all of the money that you're giving, we have a goal of $100, will be going to the charity End the Backlog, which goes to testing untested rape kits that are just sitting in storage, not being tested, where people could be convicted finally, and that is a wonderful, wonderful charity. We also stand with the victims that are coming out for the Twitch blackout. We hear you, we support you, we believe you. Live for ENN News, that's Everything Now Network News. I'm Jill Brado. And this information that man just shared with me, I really... But I mean, it's like crazier things have happened, right? Because I've seen, like, disembodied heads just, coming through, and they can talk to me, and it's not some kind of, like, Wormwood situation, I don't think. Oh my god.
Yeah, excuse me, do you know how to get to the meat
I'm sorry.
event?
Are you real?
Yeah, I'm Brian the Human Steak.
Brian the Human Steak?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I'm doing...
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Ow. Oh, it kinda hurts. Yeah, I'm gonna be one of the big events at the meat event.
Are you the three-dimensional meat they were talking about?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. I used to work at that lab, and this is kind of a result of testing gone wrong. Or should I say right, because now you can follow me on Instagram. I am Brian the Human Steak. I've kind of like turned it into
You
a
don't have
branding
fingerprints.
thing.
How do you unlock a phone?
It's Face ID, and as you can imagine, my face is extremely unique. So I have no problem. It does sometimes have a hard time because my nose is not really a nose. But yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. I also have a Cameo. So if your grandma or like your aunt is having a birthday
Thank
or
you, we eat
like
the
a
money.
quinceañera.
Yum.
Thank you, Super Pizza.
Thanks, Super Pizza. I don't know why your grandma would be having a quinceañera. If your grandma's having a quinceañera, you've got other problems. But if you wanted to hire me to do a cameo, I sing happy birthdays, I do events. I did a bar mitzvah a couple of weeks ago.
Brian, I don't.
And I am
Just a heads up, I killed that guy.
No! I didn't! I didn't mean it. Brian, I don't mean to offend you, but you have an aroma about you that is
yes, kind of. People say I
pungent.
smell like a Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, that is kind of what it was reminiscent of. I get like the bloomin' onion, I get the steak rub, I get the... Brian, do you feel pain?
All the time, constantly. My life is constant pain. I haven't slept since the incident, and so luckily the lack of sleep sort of makes me fall in and out of sort of a delirium, a hallucinatory state where I almost transcend and excorporate, so to speak, so that I'm almost viewing myself from above myself because the pain is so excruciating that it is almost impossible for me to comprehend, and so I have to separate what is essentially my ego from the rest of my body.
Do you experience like REM sleep, like rapid eye meet? Like what
That's very, no, I don't. That is clever though. No, I don't actually sleep. It's far too painful to sleep.
Brian, I have a question that I would really want you to just consider for 1 second. And please don't take offense. Brian, do you want to die?
Every day I spend I wake up praying that my life will be taken. Unfortunately, a further side effect of this.
Thank you, we eat
Oh,
the
and
money.
thank you, Anonymous.
Yum.
Thank you,
Wow,
Anonymous.
that's very sweet.
Your money is going to a very good cause.
Absolutely. Like I was saying, an unfortunate side effect of the scientific catastrophe or branding.
Or your birth.
Well, I can't die, is what I'm saying. I am.
You can't die?
I can only be murdered, which is sort of a bizarre twist of fate. I cannot die of natural causes or of my own hand. My life must be taken from me, almost as if there were some sort of supernatural curse bestowed upon me.
I just got chills.
Yeah, it sucks. I wish it wasn't the case. I'm trying to spin it in a way that maybe I can get some money out of it, and so I have, like I said, I've got a Cameo. You can find me on Cameo. I do like birthday posts.
Brian, do you know anything about the big event?
Well, I was supposed to be there. That they actually hired me because of I'm meat.
So they were gonna
Big
murder
meat.
you? They were
Well,
gonna murder you and cook you?
I was hoping they might murder me, but unfortunately it does seem like they just wanted me to be there for photos and stuff. In the email I suggested perhaps you could throw me onto a grill and eat of my flesh so that I might depart from this mortal world, but
Of course.
unfortunately they did decide to only sort of use me for photo ops, and then they decided they do not want to eat of my flesh, which is understandable. A lot of people have a hard time eating somebody who is shaped like a human person, has thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Not to mention, I have 3 children.
You have children?
Yes, I have 3 small children.
Are they also meat, or like?
Well,
how does
they are
that-
meat in the idea that they are comprised of flesh and bone, but also they have skin, and they can be killed in accidents.
So you impregnated a woman.
Yes, before
a woman
the incident.
willing. Oh, okay.
Yes, before we consummated.
So you were just spawned. You had a
No,
life
no,
free.
no.
Okay,
I was
I
actually
was
extremely handsome. You
confused,
might
so-
find that hard to believe, but I was once extremely handsome.
Well, I mean, you have great bone structure.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's
I-
prominent, I suppose.
Brian, is there any other information that you can share with me? Do you want? Could I find someone to kill you?
That would be
Do you
great. I
want-
suppose that would be my parting message to the people at home. If you do see a person that looks like me walking around without skin, if you wouldn't mind veering into me with your car, pushing me in front of a fast-moving object, or otherwise incapacitating me in a way that could finally rid me of this cruel fate and let me transcend onto the next plane of existence, whatever that might be. For surely it is greater than what I am experiencing here, which is unending pain and agony.
Of course. And Brian, I'm getting a question from the studio. Does Brian, do you have an OnlyFans?
No, but I've actually, a lot of people have been telling me about that, and I'm excited to try it out. Obviously, you can see this is kind of ambiguous, to say the least, so I'm not sure what the market is. It's kind of, it's sort of, it kind of looks like a diagram you might find in a health, like in your 6th grade health textbook. But perhaps there's a market for that, so if you're interested either in buying nudes or murdering me, I would love to correspond with you.
Of course, Brian. And one last question. So
Ow,
you were hired.
Ow.
Oh,
Sorry.
God.
Sometimes my nose
God.
itches, but then to scratch it, it's obviously muscle on muscle and occasionally bone on bone. It's up. Ow.
God.
Oh my God. Ow. Ah! Ha ha! Ooh, that is truly the worst.
Brian, so you were hired to take photos. You were essentially hired to be a prop at the big event.
Yeah, like you would hire a mascot.
Yeah,
with
did
the
you-
big heads or whatever.
Do you know why the streets are soaked with blood from this?
Well, I saw they had a lot of different meats over there, so I
So maybe just meat runoff.
It could just be meat runoff, but I did see perhaps there was a guy walking around without a head, sort of gushing from the neck, and perhaps that was part of it. I didn't actually. I was busy taking photos, so I wasn't able to follow up on that.
Of course, Brian, I'm so sorry for your pain and your livelihood. I never thought I'd say this. I'll try and find someone to kill you.
That would be great. I really appreciate
But
it.
for the time being, be well.
Thank you, and I really can't, and so that unfortunately is sort of my curse. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much, and please murder me.
Live for UNN News. That's everything. Oh God.
Hey!
Please, no guns in my face.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Always guns in my face.
Have you seen Meat Man?
Brian?
Is that his name?
Yes, he has a name. His name's Brian. What's yours?
Great. My name's Gage.
Down.
Oh, sorry.
Gage?
My name's Gage.
Okay. Oh, actually, this is great. He wants someone to kill him.
I know that.
So you're going to go kill
I'm
him?
a social worker.
Oh.
I work with an organization that euthanizes inside-out people to put them out of their misery.
Of course.
I was a former hitman, and I wanted to move on to something more noble.
Of course.
So now I just kill inside-out people for this nice organization.
So just to gauge the situation, this is your job.
Yeah, this is my job. I'm a social worker. I work for Beat the Meat. You could
Beat the meat.
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 I work for Beat the Meat.
You work, and you just do such a good job. You're such a hard-working individual at Beat the Meat. You work so hard at Beat the Meat.
I work hard at Beat the Meat. You can learn more about our organization at beatthemeat.org. And yeah, basically, I'm just trying to track down Brian, was his name, and do the right thing. Just kill the guy. Just put a bullet right through his gross, disgusting head, and just kill him.
You know, I mean, I'm so conflicted. He's not a bad guy. He's not, I mean, I felt so bad for him, and you calling him disgusting, kind of like I get it, and he should die, but also, I wish there was a better way.
Me too. I mean, I wish there was a better way, you know. We have a lot of resources and things that we're trying to implement through legislation as well to find out, you know, maybe experiment with different ways that, you know, they could pass without having to be murdered. But as of right now,
This is the best way.
This is the best way, is me, Gage, going around shooting people in the head with this pistol.
Yes.
That seems to be the most righteous way to do
noble.
it. Yeah, the most
I
noble
mean, because
way.
he asked me to kill him, and I unfortunately,
You didn't have the means.
I didn't have the means.
And also, you don't want that on your hands. I mean, I've killed
No.
plenty of people. I got a lot of blood everywhere. So
hands.
it's part of the job. I
It's
just
part
want
of the
to
job.
give back now and make sure I'm killing for a good cause. So
Yeah.
I just want to fucking blow the brains out of anybody who's inside out.
Of course, engage. I just a quick question. Do you know anything about the big event today? There was a grill competition that turned bad. It would seem there was meat everywhere. Where it was.
I was
bloody.
there.
You were there.
I was there
You were
at the
there.
church.
You were there.
I was there.
Okay, at the church. So it took place at the church. It
Oh
was the
my
church's
God,
fault.
Jill, it was bad.
I saw the hot priest, and he told me he had knives for air, and it was killing the COVID, but it sounds like it might have been killing other people as well.
Jill, I have to tell you, I went into that church and I got a little confused. As you can see, I only have one eye, and when I came in there,
Yes.
it's hard to tell inside out people from just meat.
Yes.
And there was a lot of meat in that church. So I just started open fire in the church because I saw meat, and I was just like, I gotta put
you
them out of their
killed-
misery. I thought it was a bunch of inside out people, but it wasn't, and there were a couple friendly fires. But yeah, you know, I'm a social worker, so I'm pretty much excused from any and all murder, kind of like James Bond. But yeah, now I'm just looking to not kill any more innocent people and just kill the really gross inside out guy.
Okay, and I'm hearing a word from our sponsor, Legacy Squid, that we're having a commercial break coming up, and it's actually the documentary about your life.
Oh yeah, it's coming out on Netflix in a couple months. I think they got a trailer for it.
That's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a few more questions before we cut to that, though. So
Okay.
you were confused. You were confused. You were just confused. So you were shooting people because you thought they were meat.
Well, I was shooting meat, and you know, I'm a really good aim, so I was hitting the meat, but you know, it would ricochet off, and you know, hit people, and people were grilling,
Oh, God.
and some people were putting the meat in their mouths, so it went through the meat and through their head.
So you've been killing people, and
I
that's
kill- hey,
it's
I
good.
haven't
It's kind
been
of
killing-
good in Brian's case, but it's horrible in other cases.
Yeah, it's really bad.
My moral compass.
But again, I have no consequences for the work that I do, but I do feel pretty bad about it. But yeah, I'm just looking to do the right thing and kill really gross inside out Brian guy.
All right.
Unfortunately, there were some casualties, but yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, Gage, and for
Thank
your
you, Jill.
for your service as a social worker at BeatTheMeat.com. And I just he went that way, and while you go find him, we will cut to the documentary about your life. Is there any clues or sneak peeks you can give us before we cut to that trailer?
I started assassinating people at the age of 9.
9?
Yeah, and then you know, then I turned my life around and became a social worker. I mean, that's basically the gist
It's
of the
noble.
story.
It's noble.
Yeah.
Well, I will leave you to your work. Thank you for your time, Gage, and thank you for your service.
Thank you, Jill. I'm gonna go kill this freak of nature.
Go beat your meat. Go beat your meat. Well, live for ENN News, that's Everything Now Network News. I'm Jill Brado, reporting live from the big event. And again, I would just like to remind everyone that all of your bits, all of your donations, all of the sound alerts, everything will be going to a wonderful cause tonight called End the Backlog that goes to test untested rape kits that are just sitting stockpiled all over the United States. This can help get convictions. This can help get convictions. This can help put people away. This can help victims find some peace, hopefully. And just a reminder, we stand with Twitch victims coming out. We support you. We hear you. We see you. We support you. We believe you. And I'm getting word that we are cutting to that commercial now. So we are going to see the preview from Gage, the social worker. They made a documentary about him, so we're going to see that now. Thank you.
Mr. Gage, can you see me in your son's classroom for a moment?
Hello, Mr. Teacher. I'm Mr. Gage Sr.
Yes, it's about your 9-year-old son.
What seems to be the problem?
We've been doing some testing here at the school, and it seems... Did you know that your son is an assassin who likes to kill people who are in like constant pain because they don't have skin and stuff, or they're like made of meat or something gross?
What?
We've been going
He's
over
only
the test.
12!
I'm afraid it's the way it is. Your son's a freak and a monster. He's not welcome at our school anymore.
But how is he gonna learn? How is he gonna be a normal person, Mr. Teacher?
I guess unless there's adequate social programs to help him outside the mechanisms of this private school, he's on his own.
This is fucked.
Go, please, now. Well, time to lie a lot about schools.
So I know it's your 12th birthday and you thought I forgot.
I'm 12 now.
You thought I forgot, but I would never forget your birthday.
Thanks, Mom.
Because I'm your mother and I love you, so I got you a very special present.
Yay, a gift.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Put out your hands. Put out your hands.
Okay.
Flatter.
Whoa.
For you.
Do I open them now?
Yes.
Oh!
My son, it's time for you to take up the family business.
I never wanted a gun, but now that I'm holding it, I feel like I want to kill people that are inside out.
Fulfill your destiny. The Gage name will live on.
What's in here? Ah!
No!
Ah, my eye! My eye! Ow!
It's
time.
Why'd you give a gun to a 12-year-old?
It's time for your second birthday present.
Oh, God!
Mom's lucky eye patch.
Oh, this is suddenly all better now, and I feel fine.
Happy birthday, son.
Thanks, Mom. I'm gonna go kill muscle people.
I've never been more proud of that boy.
So yeah, I mean, this is generally the space. Your coworkers, you can meet them all individually, but we do tend to do meetings every Thursday.
Welcome to the team.
It's a nice place.
That's Deborah. She's very nice. She brings desserts in some Fridays. Social work's very easy work, but it's also very important work, and I think we take a lot of pride in it here. I hope you do too. Obviously, you know, please let us know how you feel about the company. Our policy is that we want everyone here to be comfortable, you know, and
I appreciate that. Yeah.
whatever that means for you, it's important that you communicate that with us.
Yeah.
I hope you have the space where you feel that that's.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I feel like my addiction to killing inside-out people is being put to good use now.
Yeah, well, don't do any of that here, but I understand what you mean.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna go do social work now.
Okay, yes.
And you're gonna go do social work.
Yes, I'm gonna do my social work.
And I'll do mine.
Yes, I'm killing
Okay.
inside-out people.
Okay, well, I'm gonna help people get housed.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill people that are freaks and are inside out.
We're all freaks here, gang.
Ah, same, gang.
This is what you wanted. 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 This is what you wanted.
And I'm just doing my job. Thanks, Jill. I'm gonna drag this guy out of here.
Thank you.
Ugh.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Live for ENN News. That's everything now. Network news. I'm Jill Brado, where I just assisted suicided a man, I guess. But he wanted it. It's a big event. It was a grill. What the? Oh my god. Oh my god, sir? Sir. 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 Are you the body of the head that was floating? You can't hear me. Why am I asking you? I think. Oh, is that the wallet he was looking for earlier? He got it. He got the wallet. He got the wallet for the floating head. He got the wallet for the floating head. And he found some scissors. Okay, no. No, I'm gonna take these from you because that is a weapon. I can't ask him any questions about the big event. But thank goodness I still have my Jessie Lee Soffer book. And I am getting word that we will have a commercial break. I hear it's going to be a cooking show, poutine gravy episode made from murdered meat, guys. So it's going to be a cooking episode with Brian. So it's going to be, I guess, a live cooking show because he just got killed. So it'll be a live cooking show that I think is happening over at the big event of a chef turning our friend Brian into gravy. Poutine gravy made from our friend Brian. They said murdered meat guy, which feels a little disrespectful to his memory. So I'm going to say our friend Brian will be made into a delicious poutine over at the big event, which we learned, again, was a competition. It started out as a competition, so it would make sense that they were using his body as cooking meat, like, for the competition. So at the competition, it turned ugly because Gage, with his eye patch, shot up the event. He saw the meat, he thought it was Brian, and he just shot the meat, and that ended up getting blood everywhere because the bullets were ricocheting off meat into people's, I don't know, hearts, faces, heads, asses, legs, limbs, hem. It was happening, and it was a bloodbath, and it was a massacre, but it's good to hear that they're still keeping the spirit of competition alive and also zero waste because they're using Brian for the poutine, which I guess is good. Is there any of Brian left? A producer is asking, and yes, Brian wasn't shot, so his meat is all intact and able to be used, and so we'll see. Better use actual cheese curds. Yes, that would be good, and it's the last bit of joy he can give to the world. Correct. His prophecy and his destiny are now going to be fulfilled, and I'm so glad that disembodied head finally has its wallet back. What is a disembodied head gonna spend money on? But the body's wandering around too. Again, time and space apparently are no longer relevant, especially when I go live, because I go home and I tell you, I promise, everything's normal. I go home and everything's normal and fine. But when I come to work, every time I come to work, some crazy shit happens. And it's like, am I the MK Ultra agent? Are they doing experiments on me? Was Wormwood about my life? Are they giving me LSD in my water bottle that has a label on it that says Jill's bottle? I don't know. It could be. Crazier things have happened, right, guys? And I'm hearing in an earpiece or in my actual head, who's to say? I don't drink anymore, but if I did, this would be a hell of a time to do it. So I'm hearing we're going to go to the competition where we're going to see our good, sweet, empathetic friend Brian turned into some poutine. We're going to see it live. And it's going to be fine. Because that's what cooking shows are. Cooking shows are a nice, lighthearted way to just pass the time.
I'm Johnny Beefcake, and right now I'm cooking up human flesh. Now you might be saying to yourself, Johnny Beefcake, I thought you weren't allowed to create any cooking content or you would be thrown in jail forever. Well, you're right. Luckily for me and for you, this is human flesh and therefore it is technically not food, according to the law. So I'm allowed to cook with it. I want to thank my friend, that weird bounty hunter type guy who shot, or well, he didn't shoot, he actually killed this man who is now in my bowl with his tongs. Basically, it seemed like he wanted to die. But what's exciting about that is now, we get delicious poutine. Look at the fats. Well, I'm technically not allowed to show this on camera because it is a violation of this man's privacy as well as the Geneva Convention and the Geneva Convention, which a lot of people don't know about. The Geneva Convention was a lot more about what kind of meats you're allowed to cook and look at. So, yeah, give it up for Geneva. What a great convention they had. Anyway, you know me, I'm Johnny Beefcake, and this poutine is almost ready. So I'm going to invite all my friends and try to have a nice poutine party. Thanks so much, guys, and if you don't see me for a few months later, it's probably because I was arrested for eating the human flesh.
Hands in the air, Beefcake.
Okay!
Come on.
Okay!
Hands in the air.
Okay!
All right?
Okay!
Hi, everybody, it's me, Skylar Flamingo, your voice in the sky, and your ears in the clouds, and your eyes in God's beard. Welcome to my helicopter, and I'm up here telling you about things that are happening in your city that I can see from up above, and I can show you these cool high-definition camera angles of said event. So much going on today. We're just so happy to be here and tell you everything you need to know to have a safe and healthy day. Let's go ahead and see what's going on first. Our first story happening down below. That's right, Steven Seagal shooting children again. You know, you think you can have one easy day where, it's one thing that Swamp Boy is back, but then Steven Seagal is back here strategically and tactically killing children with a handgun while hiding behind banisters, really using the best of his action film capabilities. It's really shocking stuff, as you can see from the footage over here that we received from a cell phone. This is actually really from an iPhone 8. Surprisingly enough. But don't worry, we have footage of the carnage going on downtown right now from our live high-definition camera from our helicopter. Let's go ahead. And that's right. Look at the bloodshed. Thank you so much for the follow. Just unfortunate stuff. Much better than that cell phone footage, honestly. You kind of get a grander sense of things, a scheme of things. You kind of see the spinal backbone of capitalism that influenced all these terrible things to be happening in the first place. So if you see Steven Seagal going around with a handgun, specifically, please steer clear. He can barely fight you physically. He can barely flip anybody. But boy, with a gun, he's a surgeon. He is cutting people up. It's scary, scary, scary stuff. Oh man, let's gotta go with something nice here. Yeah, mouse computers are becoming a thing. As you can see, this mouse is inside of a tiny toy tank here, and it's really, really adorable. But this is actually just the blueprint for what is possible in the future. In fact, we are sending mice into computers where they're kind of running it like a tiny little man inside. Like, when you're like, internet, show me a book. And then the little mouse inside is like, a book, I want it. He scurries over to the mainframe and he just crosses the wires as the way he has to get you book that you looked up on the internet. So mouse are getting inside technology nowadays. It's really special. We're unveiling the big new MiceBook 2020 Pro K 4K. The MiceBook 2020 Pro K 4K is actually the biggest computer that's filled with about 300 mice, just making sure that you can play your Steam games and also do homework. So they're unveiling it downtown right now, out in front of the big Virgin Megastore. As you can see here, crowds around the block, not the block, but just the block outside the Virgin Megastore, desperate to get their own MiceBook 2020 Pro K 4K. And someday these things are going to be a staple of the household, much like the Mac II was back in the day. And it's all thanks to these tiny little mice here that we have stopped feeding to snakes and are now giving jobs inside of computers. They are not allowed to unionize inside the computers, though. Let's go ahead and get to some darker news. Boy, oh boy, skateboarders. Down with skateboarders is what the government says. We are no longer allowed to do sick flip tricks or really tight nail grabs on the you not a spin on a fire hydrant. Not anymore, buddy. You're gonna go to prison for that kind of action. Any and all skateboarders who are out and about doing cool tricks, sticker slap manual to wall plant. Actually, a sticker slap manual to wall plant. Nose grind into a blunt 50-50, laser flip off the rail, do an Indian melon, and use both hands on both sides of the boards, 720 spin, right into a jail cell. You're incarcerated, son. What are you gonna do now? Try and grind on the bars and collect skate? Not on my watch. All skateboarders are now officially going to jail and being pushed off cliffs if they happen to be near one. I am not Tony Hawk, but he's part of my bird club. There's about 3 of us. It was Stephen Hawking, and then Tony Hawk, and then Skylar Flamingo. And we would drink whiskey with the big ice cube inside it, and we would talk about birds and also skateboard tricks. But my past is beside the point. Point is, skateboarders are being chased out of town by the Keystone Cop Police Department. As you can see in this live footage over here, I'm going to cut to the live camera. That's right, all 4 skateboarders in town are being chased around by the cops. And the that's all happening. No, it's not ska music. It is the Benny Hill theme song, which I suppose is a precursor to ska, but that's besides the point. Let's end this news day on some lighter news we can see from the sky here. We're going to go ahead and share with the world something happy, unless this was all the stories. In which case, that's completely fine. We'll go ahead and just lament the days of doing sick fakies, nollying off of the bank, acid dropping into a quarter pipe, reverting, and then nose grinding into the arms of your sweetie. Those days are over. Now you're going to jail. And finally, Zombie Shakespeare in the Park is finally back. It is Shakespeare in the Park, but all the characters are zombified now. I really don't get this concept, but it's apparently a really big and legendary thing in the local film and theater scene. They've been doing this for about 30 years now. It's tradition. Philip Seymour Hoffman came and did it. I'm so sorry. Philip Seymour Hoffman used to do it in his Steppenwolf days. Most character actors that you've seen, Stephen Root, who you might know as Bill Dotrieve from King of the Hill. He's also a legendary stage actor. John C. Reilly. Many people have joined the legend of Zombie Shakespeare in the Park. And this week they're doing Twelfth Night, where the girl is a guy, and they're like, you're a woman, and she's like, nuh-uh, and she kill him. I'd like to apologize about what just happened earlier. It's not like me, but sometimes when you get the burps, you have to get all of them out, or else they're going to take over for a very long time. So I hope you understand that I'm just taking care of my own health, so I don't have to burp when I'm back at home with my 13 sons. I think that's the last news report of the day, unless there's anything breaking right now that someone wants to tell me about. And yes, of course, we're taking a look at Zombie Shakespeare in the Park, where 12th night, where everyone is a zombie taking place. Holy shit, Super Pizza's just donated $38, rounding out the overall show's donation of $100 towards End the Backup. What was it called again? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I am high on so many drugs right now. I'm so sorry. End the Backlog is in fact the name. We are donating $100, 100 big fat American dollars to this wonderful cause that is making sure that people, God, there's so much going on. Go ahead and check the chat right there. We'll talk about it a little bit after the show. I'm the wrong person to talk about this kind of thing, but you're doing a good thing by donating $100 to this cause, helping folks who are victims of sexual assault get the justice that they deserve and can't get at the hands of grimy police officers who are too busy beating up skater punks for nose manualing off of the sick half pipe and then reverting out of that into a nada spin on the cup. big trucking method where he'd go ahead and bend his knee back like this, but he pushed his leg off. Down the staircase where he enters the warehouse and he grind on the helicopter blade, which started to spur. Vroom, 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 vroom. Then Guerrilla Radio by Rage Against the Machine starts playing. When he finally does an inverted McTwist, when you hear the chung, and he gets 3,000 points from that, then he reverts and manuals into a combo, and he tries to
Thank you, Super Pizza, for your very generous donation.
Live for Yana News. That's Everything Now Network News. I'm Jill Brado. People are meat, meat are people. What did we learn today? Time isn't real and neither is your body. So don't trust anything anyone tells you, and definitely don't trust your own water bottle. The only person you can trust is Jesse Lee Soffer.
Hey lady, where's your mask?
I read an article saying I would die if I wear one.
That's ridiculous. Why are you holding up a card of that dead guy from today and not wearing a mask right now?
Because I was told, I read an article that if the power of Jesse Lee Soffer would protect me and a mask is useless. That's what Dr. Ass Patchouli told me.
Dr. Ass Patchouli?
Dr. Ass Patchouli.
Lady, I don't know what you think's been going on all day, but you sound nuts. You gotta get a mask on your face right now.
I don't have one.
Oh my god, you don't have a mask? Hey everyone, you see how inconsiderate this lady is? She's not wearing a mask right now.
Well, I'm getting word that we're having another commercial break before we sign off. And thanks to the generous donation of our producer, Super Pizza. I don't have a mask. I'm sorry, I don't have a mask. I would just like to remind everyone that thanks to your generous donations, all of your sound alerts, all of your bits will be donated to End the Backlog tonight. And End the Backlog works to test untested rape kits that are just sitting in the United States that could help convict folks. And you guys are wonderful. Thank you all for donating. And I'm getting word from the studio that the documentary is actually about Brian, our meat guy, and how he went from a child to a skinless adult. Truly a heart-wrenching story that I too would want to hear. And these documentaries come out fast, and because I had only just learned of Brian's plight today.
Is that Brian, the meat guy who died?
Sweet Brian, the meat guy who died today.
I heard when he died, they were going to start making a movie about him. I guess they've already finished it.
I guess they already finished it, so we get to learn the full story of Brian, our meat guy, and how he went from a child to a skinless adult. I know he has children. I know he had a wife, and he's dead now because Gage, the social worker, fulfilled his destiny to fulfill Brian's destiny to kill Brian. It's
love having skin all over my body and being in the 4th grade. Time to start another day.
Hey son,
Hey.
I parked the car.
Wait, what
Sorry,
are you doing?
I came.
Why are you here? I'm in school.
I parked the car because I had to come back and tell you how much I love you.
Okay.
And what a wonderful boy you are. And how smart and capable and how covered in skin you are.
Yeah, I love
It's truly
having so
my
much
favorite
skin.
thing about you is that you're covered in so much skin.
Yeah,
I love you.
I love me too, Mom.
I hope you never change, and I
I'm
hope you
never
find a
gonna.
beautiful wife who loves your skin, and you have children with this skin, and you pass your skin on.
I'm gonna be 6'3" and have a lot of skin forever.
And I
even
want
when
that
I'm all
for
grown
you.
up.
I want that for you. Brian, my sweet husband,
Hey,
I just love your skin.
I know. Me too. I love having skin. It's so good. Oh, God. I love to have skin.
I love your skin, and I love that I married
God.
into such wonderful skin so that we could pass skin off to our children's skin.
And yes, and thank God. And I don't care what color it is or anything else about it. I just love
I love that about you.
that my organs are covered with something that prevents them from being exposed to oxygen. I am so
Did you know that
grateful.
skin is your largest organ, and that's my favorite organ about you?
Wow.
Or is it? I'm your wife.
I'm starting to realize you look like exactly like my mom. I gotta call
What?
her.
No. Oh no, something went horribly wrong.
Oh shit, oh
Ah!
fuck, ow! What do you mean my skin is gone? Ah, this sucks. Now my wife will never fuck me again. And my mom.
Release him into the wild.
Okay. This sucks.
Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for coming by and watching.
Thanks for watching the show.
Thanks for watching the show.
Now it's over.
And
Thanks for doing
thanks
this.
for all the
too.
donations.
Yes. Big thank you.
This is huge. You guys donated money to an extremely worthy cause. I know we streamed tonight and it was Twitch blackout, but we wanted to stream to raise money for an organization that helps victims, and we want to, again, I know I said it a couple times in the episode, but all the victims speaking out, we see you, we hear you, we believe you, we stand with you, and so thanks again everyone for donating.
Thank you guys.
We love you.
Thank you. We're gonna raid 2 sock puppets. Also
Yay!
thanks to Rocky. He's calling in. He's somewhere over.
Rocky's coming?
He's over there.
Oh, I see him.
Oh, Rocky's there.
Rocky's there.
We're gonna patch him in.
There he is.
Yay! Okay.
And that's never.
And that's Rocky. We're raiding 2 sock puppets. Tell them we said hi. We love you.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you. A1
Thanks,
Steakhouse.
guys.
Steakhouse.
Brian smelled like an Outback
Thank you
Steakhouse.
very
I
much
think
for
that's
this.
insensitive. Thank you. Yeah, we're raiding 2
We're
sock
gonna
puppets.
raid
And it's
2
nice to be
puppets.
back twice a week. We missed you all.
2 puppets, not 2 sock puppets.
See you on
puppets.
Sunday, everyone.
Fun hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, see you Sunday.
Love you. See you Sunday.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.